You know, I used to let people throw things at me in class. Paper balls, insults, whatever they wanted. I'd just sit there, reading my occult magazines, pretending I didn't notice. Pretending it didn't hurt. I told myself it was fine. That's just how things were. That's just who I was. The weird kid. The loner. The one nobody wanted to talk to. But here's what I learned when I got cursed by Turbo Granny. When everything went completely insane. Nobody was coming to save me. Not my classmates. Not some hero. Not anyone. And that moment, that terrifying moment when you realize you're the only one who can fight your battles. That's when something has to change. That's when the old you has to die, so something stronger can be born. Some people never reach that moment. They keep waiting. They keep making excuses. They stay stuck, pointing fingers at everyone else, waiting for permission to become who they're supposed to be. You think you can't do something because of where you were born, because of what happened to you, because people made fun of you. Fine. Those things happened. They're real. But here's the truth. If you keep using them as reasons why you can't change, you're going to get more of the same. More shame. More frustration. More regret. And at the end of your life, you're going to look back and realize you spent it all pointing fingers instead of taking responsibility for becoming what you could have been. Learning to be better means letting parts of yourself die. Your old excuses, your old fears, your old identity as someone who can't do things. I had to give up being the kid who hid, who ran away, who let people walk all over him, because it was easier than standing up. And yeah, it hurt. Dying hurts. Even when it's just the death of your old ideas about yourself. But you are the one person in this universe you have full power to change. Not your family. Not your past. Not the people who hurt you. Just you. And if you're not someone you can stand being alone with, start there. That's the work. When Momo and I started fighting spirits and aliens, I realized something. The world is chaos. Complete, absolute chaos. Ghosts are real. Aliens are real. Your testicles can literally get stolen by a yokai. Nothing makes sense. But even in that chaos, especially in that chaos, you control certain things. You control what you put in your body, what information you feed your brain, how you treat people, who you choose to surround yourself with, how hard you train, Whether you stand up or stay down. When everything's falling apart. When it feels like the universe is against you. Those small controls, they're everything. That's how you take the driver's seat of your own life. You know what's inside you, deep down. That version of yourself you're afraid to even talk about. Because you think people will laugh. They probably will laugh. But they're going to laugh anyway. Laugh even harder if you do nothing. So you might as well give them something real to see. I used to hide my love for aliens and conspiracy theories. Thought it made me a target. But that weird thing everyone mocked, that became my connection to Momo. That became my path to power. Your strange interest, your unusual dream, your different way of seeing things. That's not your weakness. That's your weapon. Own it completely. Here's the hardest part. You're not always going to feel like doing what you need to do. You'll wake up and not feel like training. Not feel like studying. Not feel like facing the thing that scares you. It doesn't matter. Your feelings aren't facts. They're just weather. They come and go. You impose discipline on yourself. You do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel about it. That's not being a robot. That's being free. Because if you let your feelings dictate everything, you become a slave to them. But discipline means you act first, and the feelings follow. You do the thing you're afraid of, and then the confidence comes. When I transform, it's not comfortable. It's not easy. There's this moment where everything changes, and I have to let go of being the scared kid. Your transformation won't look like mine. No supernatural speed, no demonic form, but it's the same principle. You have to let the scared version of you step aside, so the powerful version can emerge. And here's what nobody tells you. You don't transform once. You transform every single day. Every morning you wake up, you choose. Am I the person who hides? Or am I the person who fights? Some days you'll fail. Some days you'll get knocked down. Do it anyway. Stand up anyway. Fight anyway. So here's my message to you, and I mean this with everything I've got. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop pointing fingers. Stop hiding behind your fears. Stand up. Take control of what you can control. Let discipline be your guide. Transform the curse into power. Be the person who fights for what matters, even when you're terrified. Be weird. Be authentic. Be unapologetically yourself. Be someone you're proud to be alone with. Nobody's coming to save you, but you don't need saving. You need to become who you've always been meant to be. Now stand up and fight.